everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Eagles going up against the Conquistadors. With that, let's hand it over to Brent.
Perhaps better known for football, but the masses here, they've turned out for some NFL football as you get a look inside of Mammoth Azteca Stadium here in Mexico City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Mexico City Conquistadors. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they interplay here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
They come out here in the eye. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen.
Still first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Sproles. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And let's look defensively at the starters.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Second and goal now from the 8. Here's Sproles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A nice gain at 21 yards.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19, and that'll give him a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's got time. And he'll be hit.
It's diamond. Right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play clock's running down. 2nd down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They hand off to their big tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first down carry by Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott to throw it. Finding time. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice... catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Prescott now on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Prescott dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for this defense now to get back on the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go now. Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, little 360. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
To throw is Wentz. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Defensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the mission last time, fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Deep drop. Bryant with a catch right side. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Des Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Ertz has it left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait a drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the 2nd drive here. We'll see how they respond. Second down, Prescott steps away to his left. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they bring out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful.
Oh, man, that was close.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's the option going right. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And 4th down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now in Mexico City. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Wentz. That's caught at the 2. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second.
Ball. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go to Elliott again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott from the gun on third. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Sproles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on first down. They try and throw it, take a sack on second down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Wentz gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go with 2nd and 7. The give to the fullback on the dive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Mexico City, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.